Ah, hello there. You must be that traveler from the unknown regions. Welcome to my humble estate. What's that? You've come to learn how to punch effectively? Well, you're in luck. I just so happen to have a book here on that very subject. Come, stay and listen as I recount the tale of the man who punched Dark Souls 2. Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to beat Dark Souls 2, only using your fists and fist weapons. So first off, you should pick the Knight class, choose whatever gift you want, and let's get started. Now strip down, take everything off. Physical defense isn't very good in this game, and this armor will only weigh you down, make you run slower, and make your stamina regeneration slower. Now loot everything in Majula. Especially this Titanite up here in this chest. This is going to be very important later. Now just continue along the standard path in the game. You don't have any fist weapons yet, but you don't need them. Punch everything bare knuckle. Beat the crap out of them. You're going to want to mostly use right hooks because left-hand punches won't do as much damage, and you'll just waste your stamina, which your stamina is pretty limited at this point of the game. Most of these guys are pretty clumsy, so, yeah, just stay on your toes as they make wild, clumsy swings. Nothing will really be able to stand up to you as long as you're, fairly careful. And eventually, you'll find this old lady here, so go ahead and buy the weapon that you need for the rest of this run, the Caestus. Go ahead and buy 2 of those, and also buy the key to the blacksmith shop. Now put 1 Caestus on each fist and go to town. Keep doing right hooks for now. The left-hand Caestus will come in handy later. As you can see, you're going to be mashing faces in pretty handily. The reason for this is that no matter how much armor these guys wear, they're wearing metal armor. And metal armor is weak to strike damage. And your fists do strike damage. Now go down here and you'll find this cave. Watch out for the boulder. And go up to this guy. He talks up a storm, so just keep spamming the talk button until he's finally done. And eventually you'll get a key from him. Make sure you collect all of the Titanite you can find before you leave. If you hold your Caestus in both hands, you can do a few extra moves. It'll help you kill lizards which are on the ground, and normally you won't be able to reach them. And take the key you just got, and unlock the mansion. This has some important stuff in it. As you can see, there's a skeleton who's been squatting here for some time, so just send his old bones back into the earth. You don't pay the rent, you get the fist, baby. Now open up the blacksmith shop, and get him to upgrade your fist weapons. Now take the stone binky you found in the mansion and just plop it in the wall's mouth. This will cause the wall to produce a ghost image. Bust that ghost, and take what you find in the chest. The Chloranthy ring is really going to help you out with your stamina, and the Titanite slab is going to help you fully upgrade one of your fist weapons. Now go knock on the door over here. They'll open right up, probably expecting the pizza delivery guy, but just pull a big ol' Ryan Johnson on their butts and subvert their expectations. They will not be getting a pizza, they will be getting a knuckles sandwich. So, just feed it to them, and you'll find some good stuff in there. Now for this build, you should primarily level strength, adaptability, and vigor. And when you get your strength to 40, you can level dexterity. Now go over to the Hade Ruins. Remember, your fists are extremely effective against metal armor, despite the fact that they look like they wouldn't do much damage. So kick the snot out of all the heavily armored knights here, and go ahead and fight Dragon Rider. Now your rolls are not going to have a lot of invincibility frames at this point in the game because your agility is so low, so just stay behind this guy, slap his butt cheeks enough times, and he will go down. Victory achieved and power gained. Oh yeah, baby. Upstairs you'll find this cleric. She's kind of a snake oil salesman, so knock her off the ledge. If she survives, she's not going to be too happy about it. She's going to come around and, ooh, outmaneuvered. And off the ledge you go. Careful not to fall off yourself. Now go rest at the bonfire. Don't warp anywhere, just rest and get back up. And you'll find the things she drops. Now go back to the old lady that sold you the Caestus and spend 10,000 souls. You can buy whatever you want, just make sure you spend 10,000. And she will give you this ring. The Silver Serpent ring is very important because it'll increase the number of souls you get. Now level up strength to 15 and dexterity to 10. This is very important because this will allow you to power stance. You can now punch with both fists consecutively. Now just go track down this big chubby hippo thing. This guy's actually pretty resistant to strike damage because he's so big and fat, but yeah, just keep punching on him. Eventually you'll get through all the layers of blubber, and you'll take him down. Now take the ring he drops. This ring is going to put a lot more poise damage on your punches, so you can knock down tougher enemies. Now kick the crap out of the last giant. He's kind of a giant anorexic zombie anyways, so he doesn't really stand much of a chance, does he? You have punching power on your side. Now put all of your levels into adaptability. This is very important because it'll increase the number of invincibility frames that you get on your rolls. As you can see, your rolls will be greatly improved and you can dodge hits like nobody's business. So kick the snot out of the pursuer and put his ring on. The Ring of Blades. This will improve all physical damage you put out. At this time you'll also want to buy the cat ring from this cat here. This will allow you to jump to new places and find goodies. And finding goodies is what you're all about. Like this fragrant branch of yore here. That'll be important later. Drop down into the giant sinkhole in Majula. Kick the snot out of everything that gets in your way. Now go down to the gutter. The gutter is kind of a big place, a very confusing place, very dark, full of twists and turns, but I've laid out the exact path you need to follow here. Punch anything that gets in your way, but watch out for the guys with daggers as they hit pretty hard. Drop down here, and this is what you were looking for, the Tattered Cloth set. This set is very light, it provides good poison resistance and good elemental resistance, so this is what you'll be wearing for the rest of the game. Take a trip on the Bird Boy Express. He'll drop you off in this tower here. This tower has some more goodies in it that you'll want to pick up, including the Dull Ember. Kick the snot out of the pursuer, because he gets in your way. He won't give you a ring this time, but he'll give you a bunch of souls, and that's always helpful. You might need to use fire bombs to blow up this wall here. Now beat the crap out of the dogs. Dobermans are some of the ugliest dogs on the planet, so wipe them off the face of the earth and do the world a favor. Now you'll find yourself in Macduff's workshop, so loot everything there. He's got a lot of Titanite. Macduff will sell you an unlimited number of large Titanite shards, so as long as you have the money, he's got the goods. Now take the fragrant branch of yore you found and get this woman out of your way. And kick the snot out of these disgusting monsters with their overgrown bellies. They won't stand a chance against you because you have upgraded fists. Now run through the forest. Watch out for the white ninjas. They've been out of work since you killed Gwendolyn and they want revenge, so just avoid them. And come up here on the left side on this ledge, and you'll find the upgraded version of the Chloranthy ring. Now come over here and you'll find one of the white ninjas sleeping on duty, so give him a nice little wake up, a little wakey wakey, a little fisty facey. He's not so tough when he's not hiding in the mist, so beat him to a pulp. And open up the chest here, and you'll find your first Titanite chunk. Kick the crap out of any Reds you find. Send them back to Russia where they belong. Now go squash this giant bug lady. She's in your way. She's not letting you pass, so she gets what she deserves. Now head over to the Doors of Pharos. This area is pretty dangerous because you're going to be waist deep in water. It's going to slow your movement. And there's a lot of poison rats and elephant men and everything else. But just stay on your toes, keep dodging and weaving, and keep punching face, and you will get through it. Now the reason you're here is to get to this chest. It's a booby-trapped chest, so watch out for whatever trap it springs when you open it, and you'll find another Titanite chunk. Now take out the peasants, or let the mountain do it for you, either way, and go and fight the congregation. In my opinion, these guys are a bunch of frauds anyways, because the lame are not walking, so I don't think they can perform any actual miracles. And it's lizard hunting time. Much like cockroaches, you might have to squish them several times before they die, so don't stop squashing them until they stop moving. Titanite chunks are kinda rare, kinda hard to find, so that's why I'm showing you where to find them. Now, the local peasants might not be too pleased about you taking all their stones that they've spent long hours breaking their backs over, but really these guys are a bunch of peasants anyway, so who cares what they like and don't like. Now level up your adaptability to 48. This will give you a crazy number of iframes, and you will be practically untouchable when you're rolling. And like I said, doesn't matter how big the bug is, they all go down after you step on them enough times. Kick the snot out of the Duke. He's a stuck-up nobleman, so who cares about him? Now level up strength and vigor, and you can also put some points into your endurance if you want. Don't level up your vitality, it needs to be low in order for this build to work. Now go find the rest of the Titanite chunks. I'll show you exactly where they are. Now go back to everybody's favorite place in the game, the gutter. Head down the path you did before, but this time don't drop down all the way. Come over here, break the pot, and there it is. Now since you have the key that you took from the cleric, you can use it to open up the gate and go to the huntsman's copse. Now if you're getting lonely at this point, you can go ahead and summon Bashful Ray. He is a true bro, the truest of bros, and between your fists and his daggers, you will vanquish any hoe. Now kick the snot out of the skeleton lords. These guys are ridiculously easy to take down, with or without Bashful Ray. But sadly, all good things must come to an end, and you can't keep Ray with you forever. So just say your goodbyes and be on your way. Now collect the rest of the Titanite chunks you need, and fully upgrade both of your fists. Squish this overgrown maggot. Keep making your way through the tower. Make sure to stay on your toes because this place is pretty dangerous, but don't give up and you will be able to knock out anybody who gets in your way. Don't forget to use a torch to light the windmill on fire. Not really sure how metal is able to catch fire, but you know, a lot of things don't make sense in this world, so just go with it. Now go up to the top of the tower and fight Medusa. As you can see, Perseus has already been here and decapitated her, so finish what he started. You're doing the world a favor, really, by vanquishing all these monsters, and more importantly, you're making yourself stronger. Now go back to the Forest of the Fallen Giants, open up this door here, come down into this hallway, and summon this guy because you'll need his help. Then you'll be invaded by this guy called Armorer Dennis. This guy is a ridiculously powerful mage, so that's why you've summoned your own mage to help you. He'll do most of the damage, so just stay on your toes and you'll kick his butt. Now go over here to this tree and take this giant seed. This seed is going to help you get through the Iron Keep. Now activate the seed, and the guards of Iron Keep will turn on the Reds. They'll still be coming after you too, but let them take down the Reds. As you can see, Armorer Dennis has come back for round 2, but this time you'll have the entire keep on your side. Now go back and rest at the bonfire, but don't warp anywhere, just rest there. And you'll get a second invader. This red is also not worth fighting one-on-one due to how much health they have, so just let the guards take care of them, and be on your merry way. Kick the snot out of everything in the keep. These guys are pretty tall, pretty big, they've got pretty heavy armor, but it doesn't matter. You have the stone ring, so you will stagger them with every punch. Finally, you'll get to the big boss Smelter Demon. This guy's really strong, he's really tough, he hits super hard because he's got all this fire magic and stuff. Keep dodging and weaving, keep punching, and eventually he will go down. He will be brought to his knees. He will be banished from existence at your hand. Now light up the bonfire, have yourself a little rest. Head back down to the room where you fought Smelter. And look who it is. It's our old pal the Pursuer, here for his daily butt kicking. Make sure you deliver it to him. And take the ring he drops. This is the upgraded version of the Ring of Blades. This will give you even greater punching power, so make sure you equip it. Pretty much nothing is going to be able to stand up to you. These black guys won't be able to stand up to you. Reds won't be able to stand up to you. Nobody will. This horsehead guy may try to fist fight you, but you are the fist fighting expert. So just knock the daylights out of him and show him who's boss. But unfortunately, the big boss at the end is extremely powerful. This foe is beyond any of you. Just kidding. You have 111 agility. You can dodge through literally anything he throws at you. Kick his butt, punch the crap out of him, and send him back into the fiery abyss from whence he came. Now go back down to the gutter, your favorite place in the game. Make sure you're not wearing anything when you're punching through acid pots, and head down to Black Gulch Valley. Make sure you've brought some poison moss with you to this area because it is almost impossible not to get poisoned. Now instead of going to the boss, you're going to want to drop down to this exact area. Make sure you're all healed up and ready to go because you have a big challenge ahead of you. Down here you'll find a couple of giants. These guys are pretty strong and they're pretty tough too, but just keep at it and they will go down, just like the last giant. Pick up the key they give you and then head on out of there. Now go back up to the top of the tunnel in Majula and drop down to the spot where I show you. Up to the top of the ladder, through the door using the key you just got, and over here on this corpse you'll find another key. Make hamburger out of Meatloaf Man, then head over to the Poison DLC. Before you go too far in the Poison Kingdom, make sure you buy some arrows. You'll need these to trigger some levers and mechanisms in the Poison Kingdom. These guys are pretty tough, they have a lot of poise and a lot of armor, but just keep roll backstabbing them and they will go down. Or if you're feeling extra confident, then just beat their faces. With enough punches, you will be able to stagger anything. Now head over to the giant temple here. Take out your bow and shoot this button on the floor 3 times. This will open up the way for you to move forward. Now beat everything you see, or just run past them. It doesn't really matter at this point. Drop down into this hole here. Squish these giant ticks. You probably should just run past them though because they keep putting out yellow gas. Not only does it smell absolutely putrid, but it'll break your equipment if you're in it for long enough. Head up the ladder into this room here, open up the chest, and here it is. Flynn's ring. If you've kept your vitality low, then this ring will give you 50 points of additional damage on your fists. That is insane. You will be able to beat the snot out of anything. You see these guys you used to think were so tough? They will go down in a small number of hits. They do not stand a chance against you. Your fists will connect to your foes like a cement truck to a pedestrian. But unfortunately, greater foes lie ahead that even you may not be able to overcome. I'm just kidding. Nothing will be able to stand up to you at this point. Doesn't matter how much armor these guys are wearing, you'll be able to punch through it like a meteorite through wet tissue paper. Now you're going to want to go ahead and kill the fake Guinevere. She's just... oh wait, wrong game. These horse-headed guys might give you a bit of trouble. These guys have got their martial arts down, they know the kung fu, they've got their bow staffs and their roundhouse kicks, but just keep beating on them and eventually they will go down. Anything you can't take down with brute force, you can take down with evasive maneuvers. So keep dodging around, keep punching. Oh, you missed that punch. It's okay. You can do another punch. And down he goes. Congratulations, you have become the ultimate punching master of Dark Souls 2!
Woo!